What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconerizone for another daily news video on this Tuesday, 20th of December. Season is almost back. 25 days, we play Cremonese away. So, with that in mind, please like this video, but especially subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification because once the season is back, we will start doing our regular things again, meaning pre-games, post-games, watch-alongs, more podcasts, regular lives, all that stuff. And to stay up to date, you need to put that bell notification on. Check. Also, transfer season. Not sure if we are gonna do any business. I think everybody is, doubtful about that. I still believe something will happen. No idea what, but it's transfer season. Also means transfer lives. But today we're gonna talk about two topics basically. One, people will love, pretty sure, and one, I'm gonna say a good portion of the fans will hate. But we start off with the obvious one. As you can see, it's the Zidane news. You can see it on the title, thumbnail. So let's get into it. It comes from L'Equipe. The source is L'Equipe, and the story is Deschamps leading France to Euro 24 pushes Zidane away from being the next head coach of the national team. He can now consider new opportunities, not PSG or Man U. He, however, would take the Juventus job into consideration. The article also went on saying, at this moment in time, nothing is on the table, which is obvious for different reasons I will touch on soon. But that's the news. Zidane being linked with us once again. We've been linked with him repeatedly over the last couple of years, also for obvious reasons. One, he's a top coach, but two, his past, like he never shies away. He never denies that he in the future could be, the head coach. He's always very, not doubtful, but like very mysterious about it when he's asked about it. But it's in the news again. Now, I will say this. Going off the article, also because the article ended with nothing's on the table now, for very obvious reasons. I believe he will be the head coach at some point in his career of the club. I have a feeling that's gonna happen. At some point, he will be the head coach of the team. I don't think it's now or in the summer, for the reasons of the club's direction at the moment is very unclear. Like, we have no board. We have no idea what's going to happen off the field with the issues. We have a squad that is in rebuild and in the summer needs another rebuild on top of the actual rebuild because players are going to leave. Very uncertain future at the moment in time. I don't think he's going to jump in that. I don't think he should jump in that because it's difficult. It's very difficult to take this on. That's why I didn't want Allegri, because the story was Allegri was about to leave and I nearly told him, no, you're going to stay and take this on. I'm kind of relieved with that because I don't I don't know which coach wants to come into this mid-season or even at the summer and be like, I'm going to take it on. How it looks now. Maybe in the summer things are more clear off the field with the issues, with the board, and maybe then you can plan a brighter future. You can lay out a plan to the next manager. Should Allegri leave, or get sacked, I don't know. Maybe then it's easier to convince on. I don't know. It's still 5-6 months from now, so it's very difficult to tell or suggest what's going to happen. But I think that plays a big role. Why should he? He can become the head coach of any team in the world, basically. Everybody wants him. Why would he come into a situation where we don't have a right back, a good one? We don't have a left back. Our midfield is a bunch of youngsters at this point. Or going into the summer, up top, so many question marks. It's very difficult for them, or for a coach, to come in and do their thing. It's not easy. But I think that at some point in his career, he will become the head coach. I don't know when it is, but it's just a feeling. The link with the club, the connection, the way the club operates very often. Bring in people who are Italian or have links to the club, non-Italian at that point, can also be true. But I do believe he will be the head coach, but I don't see it happening now. But the fact that Deschamps is gonna stay at France, reportedly, makes it very interesting because he's a very wanted coach, and his next move is gonna be, very interesting. Which job? Like the menu job, like that report already makes no sense. They have Ten Hag, they're not gonna move away from Ten Hag. The PSG job, the coach in charge now, I forgot his name. I don't know why. Damn, I really forgot it. I don't know. But he's doing a great job. I think he's doing a phenomenal job, They're kind of lay low, but they're playing well. They look very solid as a team, not all over the place. I don't think they're going to sack him, but you never know with PSG, the owners, all those things. But his next move is very, very interesting because the news was he's waiting for the French job. Now, it's suggesting, many reports, that Deschamps is going to say, yes, there are some rumblings and rumors about, squad issues with Pavard and Benzema, but I think he's going to say, I actually believe he's going to say, and then is Deschamps going to wait another 2 years to take on a job? So it's a very interesting situation, especially if you add the fact that Allegri was trying to walk away already in January. It makes you think about, is there a possibility in the summer maybe? But let's see. I don't think next summer. I will be shocked, but I do believe at some point he's gonna be the coach at some point in his career. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Do you want him? I think most of the people will say yes, not everyone. And do you believe it's a possibility? I'm gonna say for next summer. Let me know that in the comments. Now let's move on to the second part of the show, and it's about Di Maria. And it's a big topic because I made a video a few hours ago, basically talking about Di Maria and thinking, yeah, he's gonna walk. Tuttosport is saying you will try to agree with Di Maria on a 1-year extension, this to have more time to find a replacement. Mirko Di Natale is saying that's what a club has in mind. But at this moment in time, nothing is concrete, which is okay. Like, we know that. I don't think anyone, like, going off the story, it's not saying it's concrete. It's saying it's a suggestion that he's going to stay for another year. Now, at the start of the season, I said I do believe there is a possibility that he will sign a new deal, a 1-year extension. Now, I'm going to say no, I don't see it happening. For obviously, he won the World Cup. He won everything that there is to win, basically. He won it. Does he really need another year at Juve? The way the club is moving at this moment in time, so many uncertainties. Does he really need all that, fighting for 4 place, playing in Europa League this season? No idea what's going to happen next season. Does he really want that? I don't believe so. I think he made it abundantly clear last season that he wanted last summer or the previous summer that he wanted a 1-year deal, no option. Even though I believe there was a possibility, seeing how the season is going, injuries, the poor season we are having, winning the World Cup. Not even myself. Like, I don't believe it anymore. Like, I believed it up to a certain point. Now I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. I think he's gonna walk. We do need a replacement. When he leaves, maybe 2, because it seems like we're not using Sule that much, and I think he needs a loan. I do believe he needs a loan. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't use him more in these periods when Di Maria was out. So we need to replace him and probably need a backup, because Cuadrado's also leaving, and it's difficult. Like, if you're gonna lose 3, including Sule, it's gonna be very difficult to replace him. So I get what the club is trying to do, but I think the idea was that we would have had a replacement this season. That the Di Maria thing was a 1-year gap, but on the flip side, the club was pushing for a 2-year deal. So maybe that was something they always had in mind. But let's see how the season goes. Maybe it happens. I know a lot of people don't want it to happen. I am on the fence with him because if I know what he can do, and if the club comes in with a bullshit replacement, then I'm all for Di Maria another season. If they come up with a quality replacement, even if it's an unproven youngster with a lot of potential, I can be like, okay. But if they come up with a Zaniolo for 40 mil, I'm like, yeah, then yes, I'm stick with Di Maria and wait another year, because don't waste money. We need to lock that position in for the coming years. So it needs to be a good investment, not a panic buy or just buy to buy, because we need to fill that position. And then you're like, yeah, but we overspent for the player we probably need it, but it's not, delivering. That's the biggest issue, because we're going to lose a lot of players in that position. So I get that from the club's standpoint. Now, if we only needed to replace Di Maria in the summer, then no. Like, if that was a story when we only needed to replace Di Maria, I would be like, yeah, no, just don't do it now. But we need to replace so many things, because players are going to walk for free, and some players just need to leave. They just need to walk for free, for money. I don't care. So it's an interesting story to keep in mind. So many conflicting reports upon him or around him. I think he's just going to stay until the end of the season. I've always said it. People do believe he's going to leave in January. I don't think so. But let's see how it will pan out towards the end of the season, because then is when, the decision will be made. But let me know in the comments what you think about this story. Would you keep him for another season and again focus on all the other areas, or are you like, no, and focus big time on that area, but keep in mind that backline is aging and injury prone, or just not good enough in general, and that midfield still needs some work on. So keep that in mind. But let me know in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, please like the video. Very easy. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and we will see you back in the next video. Ciao.